that might be either going along the positive x-axis or negative x-axis, only horizontally. In horizontal motion only we discussed that car is moving along the straight line, otherwise man is walking, otherwise any body, any particle is moving like that, and all we discussed. Whatever the velocity, and remember till now is not much important, and which is some of the people are feeling little difficult in that. Why? Because that is purely based on the logic only. So we cannot get to know how we have to do, in which method we have to do, you don't know. So for that purpose only, for some of the problems we will apply some method, for another problem we will apply another method. So it will feel little difficult till now, but whatever the topic from now onwards under the gravity, motion under gravity is purely concept based. If you understand the concept, then you can do the problems easily. Okay, till now whatever the motion is straight line, and before the gravity we discussed is purely based on the logic only. Nothing but you have to assume yourself that which formula I have to use, that and all you have to think. Here direct formula based you will get. Okay na? From now onwards it will be little easy, and also which everything you can understand easily. Why? Because in front of you only you can even assume that whenever I am throwing something upwards, then what happens? Whenever I am just leaving something from the top of a tower, then what happens? Whenever we are throwing something from the top of a tower, then what happens? Mainly three cases will be there in the motion under gravity. One is vertically upward from the ground, then just freely falling from a height h, freely falling, nothing but u is equals to how much? 0. And also one more thing will be there, that is from a top of a tower. If I take the h tower height h, then from that I am projecting something in the upward direction. Then what happens? Obviously it will go to some height and then reach to the ground again. So in that what is the time taken, and also how to find out the displacement, net displacement will be how much, that and all we will discuss in that topic. These are the main three topics of the motion under gravity. Till now whatever we discussed in the straight line, just in the horizontal motion, what we discussed first? Distance, we will just revise everything once. Distance, next what we have seen? Displacement, and then speed. In that speed we got one important concept. What is that? Average speed. We have got different cases in the average speed. Whenever the time is given, whenever the time is not given, whenever the velocity, only speed and then this one time is given, whenever the speed and distance is given, what happens? That and all we discussed in the average speed concept. After that we got the velocity. In velocity mainly what we discussed? Instantaneous velocity, na? Instantaneous velocity or average velocity. In average velocity what happens? What you have to take the formula of average velocity? Total displacement by total time interval. What is this total time interval? What you have to take here? Change in the time, otherwise total time? Total time. That you have to remember mainly. In the average velocity most of the students will do that mistake only. They will take that change in the displacement by change in the time. You should not take change in the time. You cannot remove time, which is finished, already finished only. You cannot change that. You cannot say that yesterday is gone. Yesterday is gone, but that also you have to count in your life, na? You cannot say that in my life one day is not there, like that you cannot say. If you are doing, if you are working on that day or not working on that day, but one day is wasted only already. Understand, na? Everything you have to include about the time. You cannot remove any time from here. So that here delta t nothing but you have to take the total time. But the change in the displacement nothing but what I can write? Final position minus initial position you have to take. That is a average velocity concept we have discussed. After that what we have discussed? Acceleration. In the acceleration we got average acceleration and also instantaneous acceleration. That is not much important, but mainly whatever the cases we discussed till now, in that all the cases we have discussed about the constant acceleration or variable acceleration. Constant acceleration. Always acceleration is constant. Whichever the problems we have done today in the morning, we have done that v is equals to 3x square minus 2x. Like these problems, at that time variable acceleration. Okay, now you understand, right? Function is given nothing but variable acceleration. Value is given nothing but constant acceleration. In acceleration we got two types. One is acceleration, another is deceleration, or we call it as what? Retardation. When we will get the acceleration? Whenever the speed is increasing, velocity of the body is increasing, at that time it get got acceleration. Whenever the speed is decreasing, retardation. In the stopping distance problems we have discussed that only. Bullet problems, bullet and planks. Yes sir, you remember that? Whenever the body is applied, whenever the car is applied the brakes, then what happens, after how much distance it will get stopped? That and all we discussed in the retardation concept only. After that we have seen the major 3 kinematical equations. One is what? V is equals to u plus at, s is equals to ut plus half at square, v square minus u square is equals to 2as, and displacement nth second. I said exactly you have to compare these 2 equations. Here s and then here sn. In the sn what will get? Nothing but only u plus half a only. Half a only will get, but here what will get? 2n minus 1. That is how you have to remember that. U plus half a into 2n minus 1. That is what? Displacement of the body in nth second. Interval is different, instant of time is different. For example, if I say in 10 seconds, in 10 seconds nothing but interval, otherwise instantaneous. Interval in 10 seconds from 0 to 10 seconds. In 10 seconds nothing but what? From where to where? 0 to 10 seconds. For example, if I said only 10th second, that is the instantaneous. 10th second. For example, if I say this total building in 2 floors I said, otherwise in 3 floors I said. In 3 floors nothing but you have to include the ground floor, and then you have to include that whatever the Sony is there, that one you have to include, and then this one also. 3 floors. In 3 floors what happening? In 3 floors so many offices are there. Yes sir. At 3rd floor who is there? At 3rd floor Samartha Academy is there. You understand, right? At 3rd is different. In 3 is different. In 3 nothing but entirely from 0 to 3 you have to include. From 0 to 3 nothing but what I can take that as a interval. In 3rd nothing but what is that? Only instantaneous time. At that particular instant of time, at that particular instant of floor, what happening? In the road is different. At Apollo medical shop is different. Understand, right? In road nothing but total all the shops you have to consider. Exactly at Apollo nothing but you have to talk about the Apollo medical shop only. You're understanding, right? That is about the average or interval. Another is just instant of time. Understand it clearly? What is the difference between them? For example, if I say in 10 steps, in 10 steps nothing but what you have to include? 0 to 10 seconds, 10 steps. For example, exactly at 10th step, on 10th step, on the 10th step nothing but what you have to include? Only 10th one. Understanding, right? So that is about the interval and then instantaneous. So here yes nth nothing but you should not consider the interval, you have to consider the nth second. For example, if I say 5th second, 5th second nothing but s5 is equals to u plus half a into 2 into 5 minus 1. Understand, right? For example, if I say in 5 seconds, then what formula you have to use? S is equals to ut plus half at square. In t seconds nothing but interval. I am talking about the interval, so that I have to include total 0 to 5 seconds. In 5th second nothing but exactly at that particular instant of time what is my displacement. Understanding, right? So that is about the instant of time and then interval of time. Whenever they are talking about in nothing but s is equals to ut plus half at square. Otherwise in nth second, nth nothing but otherwise 5th, otherwise 2nd or 3rd, anything they are telling like that means you have to use which formula? Sn is equals to u plus half a into 2n minus 1. In this all the cases acceleration is constant or variable? Constant acceleration. Acceleration is constant, it is not variable anymore, that is constant. And also whenever the velocity of the body is constant, velocity is constant, at that time acceleration becomes how much? 0. Why? Because whenever you say acceleration formula is what? Change in the velocity by change in time. I said constant. Constant will have any change? No change will be there. So that delta v becomes how much? 0. So that acceleration also becomes 0 only. Understand, right? Whenever the velocity is increasing, then acceleration is positive or negative? Positive. Why? Because the final will have more value than the initial. Delta v indicates what for us? V final minus V initial. Then delta t nothing but total time interval you have to take. So V final minus V initial. Let me take my velocity is increasing from 5 meter per second to 10 meter per second. Which is the final speed now? Final velocity? 10. 10 minus 5 by t. Positive or negative? Positive. So acceleration is positive. For example, my speed is decreasing from 10 to 5. Then which is final? 5 is the final. Initial is 10. So that what will get? 5 minus 10. 5 minus 10 nothing but minus acceleration. Minus acceleration meaning is what? Retardation. Understand, right? If the velocity is increasing, acceleration is positive. Velocity is decreasing, acceleration is negative. And also we have discussed about the stopping distance problems. For the stopping distance, whenever they said that body coming to rest, finally body is in rest, brakes are applied, otherwise bullet is traveling in the plank, otherwise in the block. For that all the problems what you have to apply? What is the formula you have to apply? V square minus U square is equals to 2AS. I said body is coming to rest. Coming to rest nothing but final velocity is how much? 0. So that finally 0. Then minus U square is equals to 2 into acceleration or retardation? Coming to rest nothing but speed is decreasing or increasing? Decreasing. Whenever the speed is decreasing, acceleration is what? Negative. So that minus A into S. Minus minus gets cancelled. A is equals to U square by 2S. That is how you have to find out the acceleration, or it might be the displacement also. Anything they might be asked. For example, they said the brakes are applied, otherwise body is coming to the rest. Body is traveling through the planks. It is just penetrating through the planks. Otherwise brakes are applied, like that and all they said nothing but what you have to apply? V square minus U square is equals to 2AS. Whenever they said displacement in t seconds, what is the formula you have to use? Among this, displacement in t seconds, S is equals to ut plus half at square. Displacement in tth second, Sn is equals to u plus half a into 2n minus 1. That is in the tth second is different, in t seconds is different. In t seconds nothing but what? I am talking about the interval, okay, na total interval of time. Tth second nothing but I am talking about the instant of time, okay. And then whenever they said the body is coming to the rest, we have to use V square minus U square is equals to 2AS. And also if they said velocity after time t, what is the formula you have to use? You have to find out the velocity after t seconds. V is equals to U plus AT. What is this? V is equals, V nothing but what? Final velocity. U is initial, A is acceleration, T is time. So velocity after t seconds, nothing but final velocity they are talking about. So that V is equals to what is the formula? U plus CAT. And based on that we have discussed so many problems. Understand, right? What is the concept we have discussed till now is distance, displacement, speed. In the speed, average speed is important. Namaste sir. Idara class alli. Come here. Get up first. Come and sit here. Full ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. I said to sleep in the zoology class, you are sleeping in my class only. You are taking revenge, yeah? So here in the speed, what is the speed we discussed? Average speed. And also in the velocity mainly average velocity and instantaneous velocity. Next, acceleration. Two types of accelerations. When speed is increasing, acceleration. Speed decreasing, deceleration or retardation. Anything you can take. Whenever the speed is constant, acceleration is equals to how much? 0. Obviously change in the speed is equals to how much? 0 means acceleration also 0 only. Then after that kinematical equations, basic kinematical equations. In all the equations acceleration is what? Constant only. Whenever they said velocity after t seconds, what you have to use? V is equals to U plus CAT. Whenever the body is stopping after some distance, what is the formula you have to use? V square minus U square equals to 2AS. See why I am mentioning this many times, nothing but whenever you see the problem in that words, you have to identify the formula first of all. whenever they said that brakes are applied, you don't need to think anything. Okay, directly v square minus u square equals to 2as. Otherwise, a bullet is entering into the plank. Entering into the plank nothing but it is coming to the rest only na finally. Coming to rest nothing but again v square minus u square equals to 2as only. Velocity after t seconds. Velocity after t seconds, v is equals to u plus at. Displacement in t seconds, ut plus half at square. Displacement in tth second, u plus half a into 2n minus 1. Most of the people will do mistake here. Remember that properly. Okay na? They will take un here. Okay na? Just compare these two equations. Here we will get t na, here we will get less, 1 less. Here t means here 0 t. Here t square nothing but here only 1 t we will get. Understand na? Here t power 2, here t power 1 only. Always less than that. So u plus half a into 2n minus 1. That is the formula of displacement in nth second. Okay na? Next, motion under gravity. Next topic is motion under gravity. In motion under gravity, for example, a body is there here. For example, I am there here. So, what is my weight? Weight is acting in which direction? Downward direction. How it is acting in downward direction? Who is pulling me in downward direction? Gravitational force, na? For example, if I take this is the earth. Okay, just consider this is the earth. So that on this, I am just keeping one body. So that what happening? Weight is acting in which direction? Downward direction. For example, if I keep the body here. Downward direction only? This is the earth I said. You are in the space. You are in the space, okay na? You are looking at the earth. Okay. And then on the earth, this block is there kept like this. Now, where the weight is acting in which direction?
Center of the earth.
Say, for example, if you are thinking that downward it is always, you might be studied that mg will act downward, mg will act downwards, correct? So that let us make mg is acting in downward direction. You are in the space, okay na? So that whenever mg is acting in downward direction, then what happening? Falling where? Downwards or into the space? Okay na? Downward is, you just leave that word as downward, okay na? In reality, it is not acting towards the in downward direction. It is acting towards the center of the earth. Okay, na? You understand, right? So, if I keep this ball also, this block here also, that will be, the mg will be acting in which direction? Towards the center. Okay. You don't fix that we are on the earth, we are above the earth. We are not above the earth. Yes, who is there above the earth? Nobody is there. Poles are there. Full ice is there. So, we are there somewhere at sides only. Obviously, we are Indians, we are at the equator only, we are there. Yes, sir. So, we are there here itself, just here itself. But we are not falling into the space. Why? Because gravitational force is acting in which direction? Towards the center of the earth. Understand it clearly? So that always whenever the body is standing on the earth's surface, nothing but, it is not standing only in vertical direction. In all the directions it is just standing, and then who is acting, who is making is to stick to the earth, nothing but acceleration due to gravity. Okay, that is acting in which direction? Towards the center of the earth. And also here, whatever the motion under gravity in one dimension or two dimension we will discuss, that is found by the Galileo. At that time, in the Galileo days, they were just thinking that earth is like a flat. You understand, na? So only, always we will take the bodies in the mg is acting in which direction? Nothing but downward direction only, up to this chapter only. Next, in the gravitation, nothing but we will get all the directions. You understand it clearly? What is the concept I said? In reality, the mg is not acting always in downward direction. Mg is acting towards the center of the earth. for this whatever the mechanics we are discussing, till there we'll think that earth is flat, otherwise we are above the earth, like that we'll think. Okay na? So here, for example, a body is there like that, and then you only said that mg will act in downward direction towards the center of the earth. So whenever the mg is acting in downward direction, this will move in which direction? Downward direction. For example, if I leave this marker here, then what happens? It is moving in downward direction. Who is acting in downward direction? Gravitational force. So F is equals to what I can write? F is equals to mg. So in reality, what is the F formula? ma is equals to mg. Gets cancelled. Acceleration is equals to how much? G. For a body which is moving on the horizontal direction, for that acceleration is a only. For a body moving in vertical direction, for that acceleration is what? Nothing but g only. We are not applying any extra other forces. We are just letting that body to move under the gravity only. It is just moving under the gravity. It is moving under the gravity, nothing but even then it is moving. Moving velocity is changing or not? Velocity is changing. For example, if I left this one here, nothing but initially what is the velocity? Whenever I left 0, finally velocity is increasing or not? Velocity is increasing. What will be there? Acceleration. Yes, velocity is increasing. Velocity is changing, nothing but what will be there? Acceleration will be there. So which acceleration is there? Nothing but g. Acceleration due to gravity is there. So that a is equals to g. What is the g value? 9.81 meter per second square. And then approximately in 99% of the problems we will use this as 10 meter per second square only. And most of the students will have doubt that while doing the problem we have to use 9.8 otherwise 10. Whichever you use, there is no problem, but 10 will be easy for the calculation. Understand? Approximate values you will get. But whenever you see in the problems these values, either 98, otherwise 980, nothing but whichever I can just directly divide with 9.8, otherwise 19.6. Whenever you see this kind of values, no, at that time you use 9.8. Somebody? Yes, yes. Yes. So whenever you see this kind of values, at that time just apply g is equals to how much? 9.8. Why? Because directly we can cancel. If you don't see that kind of values, hundreds, otherwise any other numbers, almost in all the problems you just apply g is equals to 10 only, and you will get the answer approximately. Choose the option and then put the option. Okay, now you understand, right? So that is about the gravity value. Acceleration of a body which is moving in vertical direction will be what? Nothing but acceleration due to gravity, g. Yes, right, that motion under gravity. For a body moving in vertical direction, we will consider gravitational force only acting on the body, and one more thing, we will neglect the air resistance also. For example, I am throwing anything here, then what happening? Air is coming na, so that will also affect the motion, right? So but we will neglect that also. Okay, and also these are the other assumptions mainly, and also air resistance on the object, will be neglected. Understand it there? Already bubble gum tinta idvi. Air resistance also neglected. Then, right, next, acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity. For all the objects which are moving in vertical direction, the acceleration will be acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration will be acceleration due to gravity g. Whose value on the earth is 9.81 meter per second square or approximately 10 meter per second square. Copy that simple diagram. Do you have any idea about g on the moon?
1/6.
Very good. 1/6 times of the acceleration due to gravity on the earth. It will be useful in the problems. Acceleration due to gravity on the moon. Acceleration due to gravity on the moon is equals to 1/6 times of g on the earth. Important, very important relation. We will see the first case. When a body projected upwards, body projected upwards. See, whenever the body is projected in upward direction, then what happens? For example, from the ground, everything you have to consider from the ground only. Whenever I said it is from the height, nothing but at that time only you have to take it as from the top of the tower. In all the cases that will be from the ground only. Now, I have taken a ball here. I have given some initial velocity u. So, I have taken the same ball here and then I have given some initial velocity u and then I thrown like that. So that what happening? It is just again reaching to my hand only. Why? What is the reason? Gravity is acting. So that just observe this, till where it will go. Nothing but it is coming till here, na? Yes, sir. Till there it is reaching and then again it is coming to the ground only. Again. So that here what happening? Velocity becomes 0. So here at the top point velocity becomes 0. If the velocity becomes 0 only, then it is coming back, na? See, for example, a vehicle is just moving on a horizontal road. It has to turn. It has to turn back. It has to come back again. Nothing but what should happen? It has to go forward. It has to come to the rest and then it has to move back. You understand, right? That's both are same only. Here the body is moving in upward direction. How it is coming in backward direction? Nothing but here the velocity becomes 0. If velocity is not 0, then what happens? It will be keep on going only. It will not remains in the same point. It will be keep on going only. Understand, right? If velocity is not 0, nobody is stopping. It is not coming to the rest. then what happens? It will be keep moving only like that only. Understanding or not? For example, I am standing on a building. I am just dropping some ball to the down. If somebody is stopping from the window, then what happens? Ball come to the rest. Otherwise, what happens? It will be keep on moving only. Understanding or not? So here it is just returning back, nothing but what happening here, velocity becomes 0. Initial velocity is u, final velocity is 0. Velocity is decreasing or increasing? Velocity is decreasing. Obviously velocity is decreasing. Why? What is the reason? Final velocity is 0. Okay. What is the reason why velocity is decreasing? Gravitational force is acting in downward direction. I want to move forward, but somebody is dragging me backside. So that what I will do? I can decrease my velocity. Finally, if that person is pulling me with more force, then what happens? Nothing but I will come to rest. And then I will move towards that person. Understanding or not? So, why the velocity is decreasing? Nothing but because the gravity is acting in downward direction. So, that gravity is keep on pulling only. The body is trying to go in upward direction, but the gravity is keep on pulling. So that what happens? The body cannot overcome the gravitational force. Obviously, absolutely, I mean with respect to all the forces, which force will be more? Gravitational force only. For example, whenever we are just launching a rocket, then what happens? We are not filling with the enough fuel, then what happens? Somewhere it will get stopped and then it will fall down. Correct? So what is the reason? Nothing but even rocket also cannot overcome the gravitational force. And that might be any size, that might be huge size, otherwise small size, nothing can overcome the gravity. So that only wherever it might be go, if it is going beyond the gravitational field of the earth, for example, if I say this is the earth and then this is the gravitational field of the earth, until unless it is overcoming that, until unless it is crossing the gravitational field, then what happens? Wherever it might be inside of the gravitational field, then what happens? It will compulsory fall down only. If once the body is escaping from the gravitational field, then what happens? Nothing but it will be floating in the space. Understand, right? That velocity what we call? Escape velocity in the gravitation concept. Yes, you remember, right? So, what is the escape velocity? Nothing but the velocity required to escape from the earth gravitational field. Okay, earth gravitational field, otherwise to overcome the earth gravitational force. That velocity we call as escape velocity. That is not necessary now. But what happens? Nothing but whenever the body is thrown in upward direction, then what happening? It is returning back to the ground again. While returning at the maximum height, what happens? Nothing but velocity becomes 0. And this is the height traveled by the body. That is the height traveled by the body. Where the velocity becomes 0, that height what we call? Nothing but maximum height. Okay, maximum till there only it can go. If I see in between, nothing but this is a h1, h2 like that I can take. But maximum till where? Nothing but till wherever the velocity is there, till there it can travel. If the velocity is 0, nothing but height is finished there only. Understand? That height what we call? Maximum height of the body. What is the maximum height condition? Mainly the velocity should be how much? 0. So for example, if I am throwing with u velocity, then what happening? It is going upwards and then coming here. So till here it is going, that is reaching till there. So there what happening? It is coming to the rest momentarily. If you see, if you just do the slow motion, for example, if you are recording in a video and then if you are playing slowly, then what happens? You can think, even you can observe that what happening there at the top point, it is coming to the rest and then falling down again. You are understanding? So for example, we are just recording this, I am just throwing the ball like this, you are just recording that video and then you are just playing at 0.25x, otherwise less I am saying about downwards. So that at that time what you will see? Nothing but you will see in milliseconds. In milliseconds, what happens? You can observe clearly that this ball is coming to the rest momentarily and after that is falling downwards slowly. Understand, right? So at the maximum height, what happening in reality? Velocity is becoming as 0. So till wherever it can go, that height what we can call nothing but that is a maximum height. Until then so many heights are there. But wherever the velocity is 0, that height only called as what? Maximum height. Understand it clearly? So what is the maximum height condition? Mainly the final velocity should become how much? 0. And also here we will get plus g na minus g na for this motion. Minus g. What is the reason? G is acting in which direction? Downward direction. But we are throwing in which direction? Opposite direction. So g will be, for this body g will be minus g. And also you can even tell me that here velocity is u, here velocity becoming as how much? 0. So acceleration or retardation? Retardation. Velocity is decreasing na. For example, if I am throwing with 10 meter per second, finally velocity becoming as how much? 0. Speed is, velocity is decreasing. Velocity decreasing, nothing but retardation will be there. Understand it? Retardation nothing but minus acceleration. Minus, which acceleration is there here? Obviously g only. So minus g. For a body thrown upwards, acceleration is equals to how much? Minus g. Understand it clearly? So here the basic kinematical equations are mainly what? S is equals to ut plus half at square na in general. Then v is equals to what? U plus at. Then v square minus u square is equals to 2as. And displacement in nth second is Sn is equals to u plus half a into 2n minus 1. U plus half a into, just as it is like this only, but here in the last what will get? 2n minus 1. That is these are the basic kinematical equations. These are only applicable here. What is the reason? In this all what I said, a is constant or variable? Constant. In this motion also, on the ground, whenever you are doing the experiments up to some kilometers of distance, g is constant or variable? Constant only na. Constant acceleration due to gravity. So that can I apply all these equations here also? In horizontal motion what I said, a is constant. In the vertical motion what I said, again acceleration is constant only. Can I apply all the formulas there? Yes, in horizontal direction acceleration is constant. In vertical direction g is constant. So that I can easily use this one. Instead of s, what will get here? H na. Displacement in horizontal direction is s. Displacement in vertical direction is h. So that h is equals to ut plus half, instead of a, gt square. Yes, vertically upwards nothing but what will get here? Minus gt square. Yes, sir. Then v is equals to u plus at. So that v is equals to u minus at. gt. Yes. V is equals to u minus gt. Next, v square minus u square equals to 2as. So that v square minus u square equals to minus 2gh. Yes, minus 2gh is important. Then after that, here Sn is equals to what I can write? Sn nothing but Hn. Height in the nth second, that is equals to u plus u minus half g into 2n minus 1. Understand it clearly? Why we are able to apply these formulas here? Nothing but what is the reason? Here acceleration is constant, here g is constant. Understand, right? If both are constant, nothing but both are same only. Yes, sir. So you can apply that also. So basic kinematical equations are applicable in the motion in vertical direction also. Understand, right? Write that. Basic kinematical equations. I said that one.
Yes, ma'am.
Really? Yes, side heading only, that is. Just side heading. Under that only you write. Basic kinematical equations. Basic kinematical equations for a vertically projected in bracket upwards vertically projected body. Write all the kinematical equations and the diagram also. 5:15ಗೆ. Last class 3:45 to 5:15. $15 amma, don't worry. Yuvraj, anybody calling? Anybody is calling us? No, right? Soumya is calling you. Just next to this formula you write. Next to this formula. The height reached by the body. Next to that formula you just write for what purpose we will use this one is important. Height reached by the body in t seconds. Underline in t seconds. Height reached by the body in t seconds. Underline that words. Next to this formula, velocity of the body. Velocity of the body after t seconds. Velocity of the body after t seconds. Next to this formula, to find height of the body. To find height of the body reached. To find height of the body reached when velocities are given. When velocities are given. When time is given, how to find out the height? When time is given, s is equals to ut plus half at square. Na? Whenever the velocities are given at that time, v square minus u square equals to 2gh you have to use. Okay na? Then next, last one, height reached by the body. Height reached by the body in nth second. In nth second. In nth second. Clear everything? Yes? Then next we will find out the maximum height. I want to find out the height for a vertically projected body. At maximum height, what I said? One of the most important condition is at maximum height, velocity. Which velocity? Final velocity will be 0. The same concept we will get again in the projectile motion. In the projectile motion also, at the topmost point, at the maximum height, what happens? Nothing but velocity becomes 0. There we will have two velocities. One is horizontal velocity, another is vertical velocity. So vertical velocity becomes 0. That I will explain then. Now in this mainly at the maximum height, what happens? Nothing but final velocity becomes 0. That is the main condition. Now I have given initial velocity how much? U. Final velocity is how much? 0. Acceleration is how much? Minus g. And also I have to find out the displacement. What is the formula I can use? V is there. Think all of the formulas you have to check. I have V, I have U, and also I have the acceleration. I have to find out the displacement. So here look at this. U is there, V is not there, time also not there for us. Understand, right? So that I cannot use this formula. Understanding? Next formula, V is equals to U plus AT. Is there any displacement in this? No, I cannot use this one. then only one choice, that is v square minus u square equals to 2as I can use. So that for the maximum height, what is the main condition I said? Maximum height. At maximum height, final velocity should be how much? 0 always. So I have given that the body is projected with velocity u, and then it is reaching the maximum height. Acceleration is equals to how much? Minus g. You have to find out the h max. So what is the formula we can use? V square minus u square is equals to 2as. So final velocity is how much? 0. Then minus u square is equals to 2 into a is how much? Minus g. S is how much? H maximum. H maximum. Then minus minus gets cancelled. Then h max is equals to u square by 2g. Clear? H max is equals to u square by 2g. Write that maximum height. The maximum vertical displacement, maximum height, the maximum vertical displacement made by the body, where velocity of the body is 0. Where the velocity of the body is 0. Copy that derivation. ಏನು ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರುವ ಎಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಹೈಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಮಚ್ ಎಚ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಯು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬೈ 2g. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೇನ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಎಚ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್? at the maximum height the velocity of the body should be equals to 0. For a vertically projected body acceleration is equals to what? Minus g. Okay, that is those are the conditions. Then write a problem. Find the velocity of projection. Find the velocity of projection of an object thrown vertically upwards if it reaches a height of 20 meters. This much time? Solve that. Within seconds you have to answer. 20, that's it.
20 minutes.
That is very easy. I have just said basic problem. H max is equals to how much? What is the formula? U square by 2g. In the problem what I have given? I have thrown the body with some velocity, so that what happening, it is reaching to how much height? 20 meters height. So that here h max is equals to how much here? 20. 20 is equals to u square by 2 into g is how much you have to take? 10. Then this is 20. Then here u square is equals to 20 into 20. Then u is equals to how much? 20. That's it, 20 meters per second. Just formula application only. Done everybody? U is equals to 20 meter per seconds. Next, time of ascent. Time of ascent. Time of ascent. What do you mean by ascending order? Smaller to bigger, na? Smaller to bigger. Here, time of ascent nothing but from the smaller height to bigger height. Understanding that? Less height to more height. So, less height to more height nothing but in which direction it has to move? Upward direction, na? Less height at the ground and then it is increasing the height at the maximum height. So, the time of ascent nothing but the time taken by the object to reach the maximum height. From where? From ground. From ground to maximum height. For the body is moving from here to here, from the bottom to top. So that whatever the time is taken by that time what we call time of ascent. Time of ascent nothing but from where to where it has to travel? Ground to the maximum height. The time taken by the body to reach from ground to the maximum height. Now, at the maximum height what happens? V is equals to 0. Very good. V is equals to 0. The body is moving upwards nothing but I am giving some velocity or not initially? I am giving some velocity, then only it will go upwards. So, u is there and of course a is there. How much a is there? Minus g. What I have to find out? Time I have to find out. Which formula I can use? V is there, u is there, acceleration is there. I want time. V is equals to u plus at. Check among the problems. So, what I have? V is there. So, V is there in these two formulas only. Okay. Then u is there in both of the formulas. U is there. Okay. Then a is there. Both of the formulas a is there. But which I want? Time I want. Time is there only in this formula. Yes. So that what formula you can use? V is equals to u plus at. Final velocity becoming as how much? 0. 0 is equals to u minus g t time of ascent. Then u is equals to how much? G into ta. Then I want only ta. Ta is equals to what I can write? U by g. Time of ascent is equals to u by g. Understand it clearly? So, which formula you have to use also important. So, for the time of ascent, v is equals to u plus at we have used. For the maximum height, what formula you have used? V square minus u square is equals to 2as. Why? Because there I am talking about the displacement. Maximum height nothing but displacement. So, displacement equation you have to use. Whenever here I am talking about the time, so you have to use the formula of time only. Understand, right? Just copy that. Right, first of all, time of ascent. Time of ascent. The time taken by the object. The time taken by the object to reach the maximum height. To reach the maximum height from the ground. To reach maximum height from the ground. Copy this. People who is sitting in the back side, are you able to see this? No? Shall I write there then? ಏನಮ್ಮ ಬಿ ಪಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಸೆಂಟ್. Time of descent. Ascent nothing but from where to where? Ground to maximum height, na? For the descent, maximum height to ground. Can I say both are equal? Time of ascent is equals to time of descent always. Whatever, for example, if I throw this one in upward direction, see, for example, I will hold here. So here I am holding him. This is not heavy na, so that I cannot hold that. You just observe very slowly, okay na? I will throw fast only, but you have to observe very slowly. So here it is reaching the maximum height here na, from there to ground it is falling again. Whatever the time taken from here to top is, from top to down also same only. You can observe that clearly. So for example, whenever you are throwing one object with some speed, so that you just hold it in the top, then you just see the time, how much time it has taken. For example, it has taken 2 seconds time, then you just leave it, again it has to reach your hand, then how much is time taken, nothing but again how much time, 2 seconds only. So the time of ascent is equals to always time of descent, so that I can write that clearly. TA is equals to TD, time of ascent is equals to time of descent, okay. And also time of descent means the time taken by the object to reach the ground from where? From maximum height. Right, that the time taken by the body, to reach the ground from maximum height. And in the next line, for a body which is thrown upwards, always time of ascent will be equals to time of descent. Right, that TA is equals to TD, that is equals to U by G. Next, time of flight. So what is time of flight means? Total time taken by the body to be in the air. Nothing but that is either going in upward direction or downward direction. How much time it will be in the air while going upwards and then while coming downwards. So that what I can write clearly, total time of nothing but while going upwards, what is the time? TA. While coming downwards, TD. So that T is equals to TA plus TD. And also in some of the problems they will mention that the body, how much time it will remains in the air. That is also important. Remains in air. And what is the time taken to reach the ground again. Okay, everything is same. To reach the ground again is same, and also to remain in the air also same only. So that to remain in the air, how much time taken? Nothing but time of flight T. So that T is equals to what I read? TA plus TD. Then T is equals to TA is how much? U by G. TD also U by G only. So that what will get here? 2U by G. Total time of flight T is equals to 2U by G. Right, that the time taken by the object to remain in air. That's very important line, underline that. To remain in the air. Right, that T is equals to TA plus TD. T is equals to TA plus TD. Write the formula also. You can even solve this one in other method also. What formula you can use? I want the time. Method 2. I want the time. So, whenever the body is going to the top and then reaching the ground again, what is the displacement?
0.
It is just moving from the hand only, reaching the hand only again. What is the displacement? 0 only, na? So that I have 0 displacement. I want to find out the time. What is the formula I can use? S is equals to ut plus half at square. So that S is equals to ut plus half at square. Whenever the body is covering the entire motion, it is going from hand to the top and then top to the hand again. What is the displacement? 0 only. While going plus h, while coming minus h obviously. So that displacement is 0. 0 is equals to u into, I want which time? Capital T minus half gt square. Then half gt square is equals to what I can write? ut. T gets cancelled. Then clearly from here also what I can get? T is equals to 2u by g. Anyhow you can calculate, but our answer will be correct only. T is equals to 2u by g. T is nothing but total time of flight. Total time of flight. Flight nothing but what? Where the flight will be there? In the air only. So the time taken to remain in the air is called as what? Time of flight. That is the total time of flight. Then write a problem. Easy problem I will give. Like that, if the body is projected upwards, if the body is projected upwards with a speed of 10 meter per second, with a speed of 10 meter per second, then find the time taken by it.
10 seconds.
I did not complete the question. What will be my question? Tell me.
Find time of flight.
No, I was not telling that. Find the time taken by the body. I forgot my question only. Though.
Say that one.
No, I was asking something else. Yeah, find the time taken by the body to reach a height, Deepika, you spoiled my question like anything. I was thinking something. If the body is projected upwards with the speed of 10 meter per second, find time taken by the body. Right. Find time taken by the body at the end of its vertical motion. At the end of its vertical motion.
Two only. 2 seconds. 2 only.
At the end of its vertical motion. End of the vertical motion, nothing but what you will get? Time of flight only, na? Again it will reach the ground only. But I was about to tell something else. What is the answer? U is equals to how much? 10. 10 gets cancelled. What is the answer here? T is equals to 2 seconds. That's it. Enough? Sakaitalla? Shall I otherwise? Sakbedre. First day only, na? People are crying inside. They are scolding me inside like anything. Test gena? ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರು ಅವ್ರು ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದೇ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡು